What is going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a professional leverage trader and instructor, and I make my living trading cryptocurrency for some serious efficiency. If you want to learn how to trade better, head right over to the student program, get signed up. Links are below and above. And for those of you who want the little additive edge in the trading field, follow me on my socials. For instance, I change the color of my eyes, which way I'm leaning in the market that day, and that can really help you with your entries and exits. For instance, guys, I changed my eyes to green May 30th. We had a nice run up to 32,000, guys. This can really help you guys make some additive profit, guys. And if you want to know just more about my life, follow me on my socials. I travel the world for cryptocurrency, meeting people in the industry every single day. Today I wanted to talk about two projects, including Electroneum and Bitcoin, two of my most popular projects on the channel. If you are not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. Alright guys, so I wanted to start out with Electroneum today, just an amazing project, and for those of you who know me know I'm heading off to Hawaii tonight. I'm going to be gone for 10 days, just amazing times, guys. That is the beauty of still doing well in a down market. Just you can still have some great times knowing your wealth is in a good place even when the market burns. I've been doing some good shorting, keeping things alive for many people in my life. And guys, that's the beauty of understanding the technicals here. While the rest of the world is kind of really just struggling to understand, we can make good profit in these times. So let's just talk about some things that you guys should be looking for in these moments when you're trying to make money trading. So for instance, right now, guys, we are on the 15-minute on Electroneum, and I just want to talk about some things that have happened. For instance, we had a breakdown out of this pattern right here, a descending wedge, which broke down, retested a major support of a bigger pattern, larger patterns, medium patterns, smaller patterns. And what I like to use in these times, guys, is the estimated moving averages, okay? Specifically the 7, the 20, the 55, the 100, and the 200. Use these for polar price action confirmation change, okay? And then always combine straight down with volume. But for instance, let me give an example here. For instance, when we broke down here, you notice the 7 and the 20 crossing even through the 55. We call that a trifecta, guys. Take that trade. That's an easy one. Notice if you also see the stotch being unloaded right here, noticing the cross, a nice cross through green zone. Really good opportunity right here, guys. Let me know if you caught that in the comments. And then notice the oversold territory here. For instance, you turn on the Bollinger Bands, you can see that we are below the bottom Bollinger Band. How did I know that, guys? The reality is it's just, I can see it at this point, and I can see it basically board wide, and that's what makes people different from other traders. Remember, trading is peer-to-peer. There are some people making better profits than others. You want to be making as much profit as you can, okay? Maximizing your entries with good entries essentially is what's going to make that happen, okay? Finding the oversold, finding the overbought, finding the triggers, the indication plays, okay? So let's just talk about that a little further. Okay, let me get rid of that for a second, clean that up. Okay, now let's just talk about wedge theory in essence here, guys. So for instance, I'm just going to start drawing here, and this is the kind of stuff that you guys should be looking for here. Okay, look for these moments where there's chaining opportunity. Okay, you'll find what's called the sweet spot, which is usually right around here. Okay, I'm just going to keep drawing. I have to sneeze, I feel like. Might sneeze, might not, we'll see. Anyway, this actually turns into an M formation right here, but you could also chain them right together, right like that. And yes, guys, you can see the price action's pretty dirty right here, but understand we still have a very clear picture, and that's the point. Okay, notice the sweet spots both ways, but then you could also draw that out as an M formation. Okay, very clear point of support, and notice targets hit both ways, using wedge theory and or pattern analysis. Okay, going to keep drawing wedges. Okay, very clear as day, guys. I mean, you can really see these chains here. That's why I wanted to use this as an example today on Electroneum. Now, guys, when you apply this over on main coins, for instance, when you're doing some leverage, give this a good look at, because it is a reality. There's a break in the chain right here, too aggressive to the downside, but you get the point. The chain re-continues right here. Guys, when I say there's a break in the chain, that means the price action moved too aggressively to form some form of pattern or breaks what we call wedge theory. Okay, so for instance, continuing the patterns, continuing the chain right through here. And then a massive chain up. And then you can see the little retracements, retesting the 55, retesting the 55. Excellent opportunities, guys. Now, for instance, I would end it right there and then just play it because we're on a smaller time frame. Okay, little wedge, but you guys get the idea. And that's the point. Look for this stuff to become a reality. Look for these measurements. Okay, for instance, you notice the target acquisition even on the M formation from where it broke out. We hit that price action right there, guys. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. But notice, even if you take the measurements from the back of the wedges, these targets are all hit. Okay, that's the point of this, guys. Use this one as an example in the beginning here. A wide berth, okay? But when taken to point of breakout, I mean, guys, we even hit it there. You could have taken several shorts right here, just at these polar tops, okay? Put on the Bollinger Bands. Look for that overbought territory, okay? Do a quick little short. Look for the oversold. Do a quick little long. That's easy money all day, guys. And within this, a big inverse Bart Simpson, okay? For instance, the moving down, the consolidation to the right, and then the rise of price action. Again, that's an inverse Bart Simpson, guys, all day. Okay, so what are we actually looking for Electroneum to actually get some good price movement here? Now, for those of you who've been watching, you know we've actually been waiting for a touch of reverse pressure, which is this green line right up here. Okay, once we can get up to that line, we can start to think, hey, we are going to actually get out of this long sideways movement. Until then, sideways movement is almost inevitable. Okay, we could have one more big leg down. Okay, I'm talking Electroneum, I'm talking main coins, I'm talking most coins. Okay, guys, Bitcoin's going to lead the pack here, and we'll get into that in a second. But what I think needs to happen with Electroneum is we need to retest reverse pressure and kind of get out of this sideways movement. Now, do I think we're going to get lower or higher price action coming in the immediate future? I think that we do have a lot of support right where we're at, right here. Okay, so like, and I know this is a scary low point, guys, but let's be real, okay? That could be the low, so 0.0023. Now, I know we're at 0.004, but I think that is the absolute low that we can go in this sideways movement, and then we will start to retest what was resistance again, or what was support, again, resistance, okay? So watch for this to play out. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a break here, because if we can retest reverse pressure here and kind of get out of this downtrod, that is a very good sign, and we will start that uptick. And the reason I say that, guys, and let's jump right over to Bitcoin and explain why, is, for instance, in the cycles. Okay, we've talked about logarithmic bands. For instance, we still have a ways to go. But notice, if we break reverse pressure over here, we can get out of it. We will get out of green zone. Okay, that'll happen right around here. Okay, if that does happen, we're looking at November, December, maybe even January, towards the end of this year, and hopefully getting what we call an expansion phase. We're in what's called an accumulation phase. For instance, we just had a mini bear market runoff. The reason I don't say a full-on bear market is because we're not in one. We're in an elongated super cycle, which means a mini bear market. Okay. For instance, we didn't have an 80-some% blow-off. That will come, but after a big parabolic run-up and a halving. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm so sure of it, guys, just go back in history and look at all of the other halvings. What happens when there's a cutting of supply? It becomes more valuable. Okay, that's the same thing that's going to happen this time. And let's be real. You guys see the commercials on the, all the sports channels. I mean, crypto.com is blowing up right now. Crypto is becoming more popular, guys. More people are getting involved with money aside from just big companies, which is going to start to drive price action in a more positive way. Sadly, not for people looking to buy, though. This is good for people who have already been accumulating, or what I suggest you all are doing right now is dollar cost averaging in what I call oversold territory. Okay, so for instance, even on the daily, and we look for oversold, what that just basically means is that we're looking for the, let's just use Bollinger Bands as an example here. We wait for the price action. Let me get rid of this buy here. Elaborating this for a student earlier. We wait for the price action to be below the bottom Bollinger Band. So right there was an optimal point. And yes, a lot of people bought some coin at 25 and change, guys. Even I nipped a little. Okay, and I'm glad I did, because we bounced right back up to 27. I remember talking with people in the middle of the night saying, oh God, there's a doji, I can finally go to sleep. And thank God, because I needed a good 4 hours. I mean, my gosh, I was watching the price all day during that crash. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I could get in at that low point, catch that oversold territory so that I didn't have to worry, because we're already past green, past initial red line, and yeah, even passing the oh shit line at the bottom, the last red line. Okay, guys, so these are the most optimal times to buy. Pretty soon we'll be heading back towards green zone, and then before you know it, a long sideways and rising movement through an expansion phase, one last reaccumulating phase until the halving, and then hopefully within 2 months a massive parabolic run-up, which could bring the Bitcoin price way above $150,000 to $250,000. Plan B, for instance, has predicted 288. Let's see what happens. Okay, guys, and that is all the time I have for today. Just amazing times in the cryptocurrency space. A lot of people that don't understand are definitely worried, guys. And, a lot of people spending lots of money in these times with, so much inflation, so many bad things. I mean, gas prices through the roof. Everything is very expensive right now, guys. I cannot stress enough. Try to be saving money in these times, investing into these coins, because when the run-up happens, it'll be like everything you could have done now would be free later. Okay, so what I always say to people is, if you're unwilling to change your lifestyle for even a year, you don't deserve to be rich. Okay, you don't deserve to be well off either. Okay, if you're not making good financial decisions, you will always remain broke, and you don't want to look back at your decisions and say, this is why I'm where I'm at. Okay, learn to make good decisions. It's not how many things you have or how nice your stuff is. It's leaving generational wealth and knowledge to those who come after you, which separate you and make you part of a revolution. And guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.